Whoa, Craig having a bit of a moment there on the front end, the front not wanting to change direction from left to right. Aaron improving, race improving, rolls improving. Not really so much of rolls in this session. Whereas in with a bit to Honda, LCR Honda, he is there coming through the penultimate corner now. It's already past the third sector point. Whoa, in the rear locks up and he's gone down. Big moment there. Has Aaron been able to get through on John? I can't see him, so I presume so. Yeah, he's just down the background. Flat improving in sector 1. Craig, where you can't find him. There he is. Taking a very tight line, nice. That was very nice. Set the M1 up. Trying fire as he's down the straight, even though this is where the Yamaha is really weak. This last and first sector, it's two straights that have really killed the Yamaha with its top speed, and the front end again being very twitchy. So I don't know whether Craig likes the front end being twitchy or not, but doesn't look the most comfortable with bikes at the moment. He improves his lap time, but not in position. As Aaron up to the line at the moment now, he goes to the 10th place. Lat is currently in the 3rd sector. Going over the white line, he's got Nelson just behind him, hoping to use him as a marker for the next lap, depending on whether Flat carries on or not after this lap. Probably won't, or maybe we'll go to Staying Spirit enter the pits. He's going to take a very wide line, cut it back to try and take as much exit speed as possible, plant the gas. As he now comes up to the final corner. Cuts it back for a late apex. Cuts it back really early. Powers it to the line. Going to be a 53.3.
As the last riders return to the pits,
there we have it. Flat on pole, Siren second, Hadith in third, VTR fourth, Nelson fifth, Craig sixth, Howling seventh, Legendary eighth, Aaron 9th, Touch 10th, Rolls 11th, John 12th, Rupee 13th, and Reese in 14th. But let's see what happens. 14 riders, the most riders we've had in quite a long time in a race. Let's see what
who will
sort
celebrate victory in the Malaysian Grand Prix.
Hopefully there'll be no red
completed
flags.
Their warm-up lap and are lined up on the Sepang grid, ready for the off.
Right, here we go. Lights are on. And we're off. Heading to the course start, Siren Flat on the two who got the best launches to head into turn number 1. Legendary with the best launch actually. He's jumping to third place. Siren leads the way into turn 1. He'll fire through. That's going to turn it underneath the VR46 Moon into Ducati. And unbelievably, they've managed to get through, but most people have got through. Fair play to them. Only one's gone down. It's got up to quite a number of people in the background there, but it's Plateau lead. All 14 riders now into turn number 5. Oh, John forces his way past Aaron Jacko. Oh, and that's Howling who's gone down. As the two Ducatis have touched, and Hadith dropped all the way to 10th place. Unbelievable. And all Legendary, VTR and Craig getting together. Oh, contact between the two, and VTR's gone down with Legendary. Unbelievable. And that throws John into 6th place. Aaron's in 7th. And Touch looking to go up. No, Touch, you can't do that, mate. And he's lost a lot of time. He's actually going to drop behind Roger thing. Down into the hairpin. And Aaron Johnson instead of the inside of John, if possible. No. Yes. No. Side by side between the two. Oh, and John, no! John's at the curb, he's gone down, he sent Aaron into the gravel trap. And now Rolls goes up the inside of Touch, but Touch is going to try and get the cutback. They've used a really hard rear tyre. Legendary's in the top 5, Craig's in 4th, Nelson is in 3rd place. Prima Pro at the cat, he's inside the podium places on the opening lap. Unbelievable stuff. Flat is out in front with a 9/10 second lead. So that's probably how it's going to go. Unless one of them crashes. Craig's in 4th, back where he usually is. A bit of a stinker in last round, whether it's the wet conditions or what. Well, he's sure to get that top 5 consistency. He's back inside the top 5. Let's see what he can do. Legendary running quite hot. It's the final corner. He's got Sky D bearing down on him. All Rolls and Touch make contact into the final corner. Rolls getting the best of the two. Down the home straight they go. The the cracked through the Ducati in the slipstream of the LTR Minamitsu Honda. As the brake down into turn 1 for the second time. Rolls goes wide, touching the slipstream follows him. Aaron goes even wider. Whoa, we're touching a big moment as well. Through turn 2, rolls not with the grace of exits or runs through turn 2. We go down into turn number 5. Hard on the brake, 90-degree right hand. The rolls is going to run a little bit wide. It's going to have a little bit of a better exit as they change direction into the long turn 6 and 7. As they'll just flip direction roundabout. Now as you end the curve there. Onto the gas with a bit of ride-out device there. I've seen that before. Then hard on the brakes into double right handers. Oh, that's 7 and 8. I forgot the corner was wrong. Don't mind me. Howling VTO, look out for them. Getting through the field. And Touch gaining a lot and rolled through the braking turn. He hits the back of him. Race Reese has gone down. Despite the contact, the pair of them managed to stay on and stayed put. Touch trying to go round the outside of Reese, but just not able to find a way through. Oh, Reese rolled and then so Touch goes all Aaron into the grass there. His front end just not turning through that section. So sitting the back a little bit just to aid the front tyre to not wash out. Aaron running really wide for that section. That's going to allow Howling Siege to move into 9th place, forces the Suzuki out of the way. Well, Aaron fight back. These two have, I'm sure they've had an on-track battle before. They're both in the same division at once. And Howling secures 9th place. I just want to check that Platt is actually a medium green. Yep, and so is Sayed. Yep, and what about Nelson? So is Nelson. Yeah, so we've seen the guys at the front. They're the ones who've used. Craig is the top hard rear runner. Yeah, that's something interesting to keep an eye on how this race pans out between the hard and medium running guys. Hadith, let's see, I think he's running a hard rear. Yes, he is. The battle between Volge and Touch. That might soon transform into a fully battle with Howling and VTR getting added to the mix very soon as Alan's starting to fall under pressure from his, I guess you could call him teammate for this race. VTR, John's gone down at turn 4. Whoa, I'm in a bit of a big slide into turn 7 and now turn it, sit the bike over the curb. This is how I'm handled it, okay. And down the straight. It's the hot break into VTO's going to look up the inside. Sire's gone down. Sire's gone down. He's gone down at turn 11. And that's going to promote Craig at Legendary into the top 5. And that's going to promote Hadith just outside the top 5. It's like Touchable's gone down. Touch has gone down. Legendary's gone down as well. Don't know how that's happened. He seems to buy it off. And somebody else has gone down. I think that Rolls has gone down. It's absolute mayhem. And Legendary and VTR side by side, they meet each other after meeting on lap 1. And that's Aaron. Aaron is really wide. We're all kicking off now. Hard on the brakes into the final corner. And now the three-way scrap. Full 3rd place between Craig, Sire and Hadith. Real shame really. It was actually it's good because got a 30 battle, but we had 2 things brewing up between like Touch and Rolled and all that kind of stuff, but I guess they still can because it's back to square one for the pair of them both crashing. And the gaps basically remain the same between the 2 Americans, and Legendary now looking to pass his teammate Aaron Jacko. Medium rear versus hard rear. Aaron seems to be running quite hot for all the corners. A little bit safe for Legendary. We don't usually see that kind of stuff, but good on him for running inside the top 4 in his Division 1. I think it's Division 1 debut. Did a great job hanging in there with the likes of Craig and well, it's just Craig, wasn't it? Whoa, Aaron over the curb. Oh, Hadith's gone down. The double right. Oh, Craig's good. Oh, that's like going over the double curb. The 2 Suzuki's fly past, so this is actually the battle for the lead of the Division 2 race. Between these three, Aaron Jacko leads out. Oh, and Aaron's had a touch from the back of Legendary and he's gone down. I don't know if that was enough to cause him to crash or he crashed by himself after afterwards and Hadith and Legendary make contact. Craig and Syra making contact to go through the penultimate corner side to go up the inside of the Yamaha. He's going to turn it underneath, but Craig to use the torque of the M1 to try and pass it, but it's not possible. He's go back to the battle. Legendary's run over the curb and he's gone down. Heading goes through, rolled untouchable, now moves on to the podium places, and now Aaron Jacko's left his session. That isn't really surprising. Craig has forced his way back through on Sire, but Sire retakes the place, and VTR and Howling now battling for the top 5 places. Down the home straight they go. Honda versus Suzuki. Should be a Honda who wins that. Keep an eye on Sire side. Looks to have got the better of Craig at this current moment in time. Holding the brakes between VTR and Howling. Howling very strong on the brakes. Now Honda very strong on the brakes, as we know. But VTR, he's the soon-to-be vice champion, if not already the vice champion of this division. As they fail through the long turn 3. VTR just waiting for his moment to pounce hard on the brakes, turning it in. We're going round the outside of the Dutchman. We've seen the Dutchman being absolutely smoked here. Go back to division to season 3 for certain, showing the front underneath for certain LCR Honda. So keep an eye out for that kind of move. We might see this in the next 6 laps. And maybe go down the turn now. Detail's got to attack. He was in range. He's just not strong enough to close stuff on the brakes. Can he turn it on? Can he turn the Suzuki underneath the Honda? No, he's going to have to go round the outside, and he's done it. He's through. Nicely done there by VTR, who's inside the top 5. You see my change of oh, John's gone down again. But VTR's run really wide through the left-hander, but Howland's in a bit of a sting from the change of direction. Can Howland do? Oh, we had a moment in the front and he's had to sit at the back, and that might be it for the battle. 4th, 6th place Hadith out in the lead of Division 2 race from 27th place Rolden touch. Or still separated by just under a second. This kind of race could give Rold a chance to win his first race. He's had so many podiums this season. Can he finally get one? He's going to lose quite a lot of touch. He's been used to the Yamaha since his return to the game, and he's been frosting to Ducatis, so you can't really get a more different bike, apart from maybe a Honda or a KTM. So, when you're used to an inline 4 and then you go to a V4, it's a bit of a culture shock. We've seen with the likes of Rins and Mia the tests, but see how these guys get on. Howling, I've missed it, has managed to get back through on VTR. I don't know if VTR made a mistake. I assume that's what happened, because these have a similar gap over Howland. Oh, and Howland's a little bit of a wheelie through the long left-hander, and now to turn number 6. Blackburn leading by 9.5 seconds. Race has gone down. VTR's gone down! VTR's gone down in the double right-hander. No way, Hadith's gone down as well! What's happened to Roll? Roll's just gone down! That's an absolute choice! It's the leader Division 2 race! Unbelievable, Legendary's just about. Oh my god! I just returned onto the circuit. It's like GP20 all over again. He's hit that curve and going absolutely flying. No, Craig's gone down. What's going on? Why does so many oh, Howland's going to make. Trying to avoid that. Back has done so, and VTR's got through one touch to fire it back up the inside of the Suzuki. He's just not quite able to change direction. So, as we approach 4 laps to go, Touchball is in a position to win the Division 2 race. Legendary, he's not too far behind from winning the race in which he'll win the championship. 9-10 separate the 2 men. Big mistakes from a lot of these guys. I mean, I'm not sure who's actually going to be able to finish the race. Oh, Touch is running hot into the final corner. Maybe getting caught up in the slipstream of VTR. With that running wide, he's going to get a better exit, but you can see Legendary's gained quite a lot. About 0.2 seconds on the American. he rolls just behind him. Guessing Rose must have gone down whilst other chaos was going on. The front. Just runs hot a little bit again into turn 1. Flats out in front by 10.8 seconds. Nelson's in second place. Nelson will be praying to all the gods that have ever been believed in, that he can hold on to second place. I can't remember the last time he, Finley, or any cream of Ducati has finished on the podium. Probably not since the second or third race of the season. We've had that much bad luck. It's ridiculous. But no, keep an eye on Legend. This is the battle that starts you to rule. Legendary in touch. Which was meant to ride a Suzuki, but then they figured out that you couldn't ride a Suzuki, so they put him on the Ducati. But here we go, Legendary, he's gaining. Can he ever go up the inside into turn 9? He's not quite in range. Or is he? He's going to go up the inside, and he's through. Legendary takes the lead of the Division 2 race. If Touch could just hold on through this sector, I think he's starting to come to the front end. You can just about hold on. Ooh, I don't think he can anymore. Yeah, you can tell he's just a little bit hesitant. He was crashing quite a lot through qualifying. Maybe he's just not. Yeah, you can tell he's just not got the feeling of the front end as he normally would. But out in front, going to be 12 seconds. Size closing in on Nelson. Oh, John's come down again. Whoa, and Touch coming across the Legendary there, but he's not in range to make an overtake, and John's coming down again. Falling behind Rippy. The gaps are all starting to spread out now. It's just these two that will be in a second of each other. Sire, 1.3 seconds behind Nelson, so that might be a last lap battle brewing up there. Just going to keep an eye on that gap. Legendary runs wide through turn 1. Touch starting to close the gap back down. He's just not comfortable there into turn 2. He can just gain some confidence in that front end for these final 3 laps. He might be able to pull some kind of attack on the Frenchman. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, the brake into turn number 4 through the 90-degree right-hander. Up the hill now. A little bit of a wheelie. You change direction through. You go downhill. A little bit of camber. Just go through turns 5 and 6. Nelson is now. I don't want to do it, Nelson, but Jaws music will soon is now playing for you. Fire is approaching at a rapid rate of knots. Boulder's gone down. That is his podium charge potentially over unless he makes a mistake, which isn't out of the question. Now I'm going to back straight to go for these two. Ducati versus Ducati, GP21 versus GP22. Prima Pramac versus VR46. Mooney as Sai gets really close to the back of Nelson. I don't know what's happened to Nelson here. Whether it's Sire's or Sire's pace is just that much better. But Sire is starting to get really close now to Nelson.
Trying to 5 all over again. The same lap too. Come on, that's what we got.
I think Reese is going to be close to getting lapped. You can stay on, I think you'll just about survive not being lapped. Everyone else will be fine for that. So Nelson, 6/10 of a second. I know his heart's racing. Oh, it's gonna. I know his heart will be racing because I know he can hear me. I know he can hear me. He'll probably tell me to shut up. Because making a mistake there. We got a smile on his face listening to me. But Sire, he's Kante has joined the session now. If you like, can Sire find a way through on Nelson? Legendary's pulled out a 1.8 second lead over Touch, so as long as he doesn't make any mistakes in these final 1.5 laps, he will be the Division 2 race winner. I'm sure Touch, given the circumstances, will be happy to finish 2nd place in his return. Through the long right-hander, Platt is rounding out the final corner to start the final lap of this race.
Come on,
Open
you
side
got
in the
it.
slipstream. He will be gaining. He will be gaining. All the Galvi's saying somewhat the same. Hard on the brakes. Side's a little bit later, but he's also stronger. Oh, the front end! The front end closed there, but he just about kept it up. To go down the straight now to start their final laps. Look at Sai gaining. Is he going to have a... He's not close enough, he's not in range to overtake, but he's going to have to hope that Nelson runs really wide through turn 1, which he has. Sai's going to go up the inside, but Nelson just cuts him off. We now go through turn 2. We've changed direction now. In through turn the really long turn 3, the right hand side of the tyre absolutely dies through this corner. And now as we approach turn number 4, you move a little bit left. Nelson all over the curb, he's taking so much risk to try and stay ahead of Sai. He's ran wide as well. He's being really defensive, he's not allowing what happened to him all 7 seasons ago. No, it's not 5 seasons, I'm sorry, 5 seasons ago. And VTR's getting really close to Craig, he wants to win. He wants to win Craig's run of top 5s in the dry conditions. Oh, no way, Legendary's gone down! Legendary's gone down!
You good, Nelson.
And that
You
puts
good,
touch
man.
into the lead of the Division 2 race. Nelson's holding on. Absolute dear life. Change of direction. Nelson's going to run more corner speed. Race Reese has gone down again. Can Sai find a way through? Hopefully these guys can get up to the penultimate corner before Platt crosses the line. Here we go. Through the chicane. There's someone about to have to Reese back to get out of the way. Go left. Go right. Can Sai turn it underneath the Prima Pramac Ducati? Yes, he's going for it. He's going for it.
You're good.
Great contact and Sai is through. Sai has gone through. Platt's going to win the race. Congratulations to him.
As the
So
riders
we will
do their cool-down laps,
go.
let's take a look at the final classification of the race.
Platt
we've
wins
just
the
seen.
race. Sai who's second. Nelson was third. I called that top 3 in exact order. Howling 4th. Craig 5th. VTR in 6th. And that is your Division 1 lot. That's wrong. So then in terms of Division 2, we had Touch in 1st, Legendary 2nd, Hadith in 3rd, Roljan 4th, Ropey or John in 5th, depending on who I told the 2 pit markers light up. And then you got Reese finishing in 7th place.